Yeah, there's a little orange ticker in the corner there. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
what we were missing. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Yeah.
and you're
So
in a
none
good
of that
girl.
got recorded.
Do what?
None of the last 10 minutes was recording. Have I told you the
Okay.
day I've had? Have I told you about my day?
Yeah, really. And electronics seem to be doing well as well.
Yeah. It wasn't until I went to hit the end stream that I realized there was no stream. Hey,
Oh,
Carol.
Nina.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're with
Hey,
us. 'Cause
darling.
yeah, I think I need a nap now. But I got all the calendars signed.
Well, okay then. That was busy.
Oh my gosh. Happy holidays, Robin.
Oh
Hi,
my
Loretta.
goodness.
Yeah, we've already done like 15 minutes of the
Yeah,
show
really.
without you guys.
That's okay.
Hit the go
Yeah.
button, Sherry. Hit the go button.
Oh my goodness. Merry
Told
Christmas.
you about the day I've
We see
had.
how many people have power still.
I know, right? Yeah, we were sitting there. Nobody loves us.
We figured everybody was either on the road or out of power, or about to be out of
Or
power,
both.
or on the road, or in an airport, or
Oh my God. Yeah. No, it was. Well, I don't feel quite so unloved
yeah. See,
now.
there you
We
go.
have people. We're not alone. We did an awesome greeting for you guys for the holiday show.
I love it.
Too bad I didn't hit record.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Robin, you're the only ones we figured might have it in Florida so far.
Yeah. It's
South
heading for
Georgia. There
me.
you go.
Oh, it's heading for me. I don't like it.
Gracious, it's been a minute. Mm-hmm.
I know, right? Here we
When is
go. Here's a
supposed to
good
start in a couple
question.
hours here. All right,
The
Carol.
Megrian chart. Um, yeah, I know, and I do need to update that. But the problem, well, there are two problems with updating that. One, I don't want to give. I know, believe it or not, there are people who have not read the series, and I don't want to do spoilers for them because it's like, wait, what? But more to the point, I can update or I can write. And right now, I'm in a writing frenzy, so I want to keep the writing frenzy going. But yeah, I
Nice.
really do need to update that Dark Swan. I swear. I know it's terrible, right? Hey, Angie, I wish I were in England. Maybe not. Is it cold in
Of course,
England?
it's cold
It
in
should be
England.
cold in England.
They may not be having the bomb cyclone.
No, my God. Yeah.
We're just that lucky.
Yeah. I was trying to winterize my sprinkler system, but
Yeah.
pretty sure I screwed that up much like tonight's chat.
See, good thing you're not in Nashville. Snow and ice.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Nashville.
Yeah, I would just soon be out of
Yeah,
there.
that would be different. How from all the other years?
Yeah, see, crazy. Mm-mm.
Yeah, oh, I know Ohio's cold. My friend Loretta lives up there. Whoa. There's a reason after Christmas she always heads to Hawaii. Every year I don't know. One day I do want her to take me with her though.
Aw.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want to know about. Oh, I'm so sorry, Caro, baby girl. I love you. I
At
love
least
you,
y'all
and I
have winter
feel
gear there. You would
that's
have to ship
true, but
that down
no,
here.
it's still too cold. It gets way too cold. Um, okay, this is a loaded
Right.
question, Laura. They both are correct. If you're talking about the 4 volume set where I combined Ash and Sticks, which number 2 went off today to get formatted. That's where we are with the Kickstarter stuff.
Okay.
Um, those books are coming out in 2023, but the brand new 5th volume won't be out until 2024 because I have to write it, and I've got to write a couple of books before I can get to that one. So, which is good. I'm writing, but the bad thing is we have to wait. Oh, hey, Pam! I sent her a baby photo.
Aw.
I know, right? I sent you the video, didn't I?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, okay. He was so cute. Every time he'd put something on his little gingerbread house, he'd go, "Yay!" It's so cute. I know. I love to watch him go.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could get that excited in life. Look, I put a gumdrop It
And
slid
it
off the
stuck.
roof
Oh,
and
it
it
slid
picked
off.
up.
Okay.
No, it didn't. It slid. It's not where I meant for it to be, and actually, it's stuck on my finger, and I can't get it off. But yay! I wouldn't be that happy. I try to be that happy.
Mm-mm-mm.
I know,
I
right?
know.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
raining here. I hate the rain. Hey, Beverly.
Yeah, exactly. He is precious.
I think so. I'm a little biased, though. No, I'm not a little biased. I'm a whole lot biased.
It's okay to be biased.
And Hinako was like, he needs to go to preschool. No, he doesn't. No,
Why not?
he would leave my
Well,
house.
it's gonna
I'm a
have to
little concerned.
happen.
I know. I know. I felt that way with my kids too. It's like, no, don't leave.
I know, right?
Patty
He
lip
was
look.
very busy. I know. I see you.
I don't know what I'd do without him interrupting. We'd have more books.
Well,
Oh my
this
gosh,
is
who got
true.
buzzing me?
But then you'd have to go through and match your schedule to his. So he'd be gone from here to here. That's the only time you get to write
That is
because
true.
then he would have grandma time from then on. It'd be a bust.
I know, right? I know. Yay.
Happy solstice.
Thank you, Katie. Yay. I still have to send you that picture of the
Hmm.
solstice picture. It's very cool.
Yeah, no kidding.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're not getting questions. We
We had a
tap
couple
dance.
right
We
off
gotta
the
learn.
bat.
I know. Don't you? Oh, you see my boo boo? I got a baby shark boo
Oh
boo.
no.
I know. I was baking bread. I went to cut the bread I had baked, and oh my, it's still bleeding. I think I should have had stitches on it. It's been bleeding for 2 days. It's like, "Oh, no," but I got a cute little Band-Aid the baby
Did
put
you
on
cut
it.
it that badly? I mean, they make
Yeah, no, I
butterflies.
really did. No,
Butterfly.
really, no, you know how sharp those
Yeah.
knives are, and yeah, yeah, it was hard crusted bread, that was my bad.
Oh.
Yeah, it slipped right on and went,
Yeah,
"Well, you
see.
know not to cut
Ow.
toward you, don't you?" "Yeah, you do. Get the
Curl your
fingers out of the way."
fingers.
Everything I learned, yeah, it's like, yeah, I know. If it wasn't bread, they would have been curled. It's bread. Janelle, yes, Amy will most likely have more babies.
Ooh.
Have they had them yet? I'd have to check in with them. I've been away from Sanctuary for too long. I've been oh, no, I've been making notes for the next Nick book, so
Gotcha.
those are all oh, no, no, you missed it. So, David was over here, him and oh, what I just hit. Oh, what's your take? I'll go there in a second. So, I've got that big whiteboard where I make notes to
Right.
myself about different ideas that I may or may not
Go with
go
or not,
into.
right? Mhm.
Yeah. So I've got the big whiteboard down there, and here comes Maddie going, "Hey, David and I are working on our project, that video book that they want to do." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, Can I take this?" Oh, no, no. Do you want to die? No. I could just because they would do that when they were little. They'd go in there and start erasing things. I'm like, "Well, I just lost a novel.
Well,
Thank
see?
you."
Now you can just get those pictures. Go ahead. I've got it.
Yeah, but no, it's the sacred whiteboard. Nobody's ever supposed to my murder board. It is a murder literally for 2 reasons. 1, it has all my little connecting strings and ideas. 2, if you touch it, I will murder you.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yes, Sean, you heard that correct. There is a Nick book in progress. But okay, so back to Sasha.
Mhm.
Um, I will let you, Carol, take that first.
Yeah, I'm of 2 months. A lot of people don't go through the process, and so when they get a rejection letter, then they don't know how to necessarily respond to it. You're going to get rejection. It's going to be hard. People are going to say no. So, in one of my writing groups, I had one of my writers go through everything, every rejection, every she tried numerous people, and then somebody snapped it up before I went through and pushed her toward indie. We're working on her third book right now. She's going to go straight indie, mainly because she's not selling enough through the publisher to go through and get royalty checks. And even if you
Ooh,
sell like 4 or 5 or whatever to go through and give out to folks that or that helped or that you want to put it in their hand, family members and whatnot, then indie publishing is the way you're going to make the money quicker, which is kind of encouraging because you're not waiting a year or 2 years to go through and see a royalty check that's $50.28. That's my take. How about you?
What what she said. No, I mean, I think that it's great. It's indie publishing is a wonderful thing, and Maddie keeps asking me about it because it's been over a year now since his book he handed in his manuscript, and it's radio silence, which I keep going, son, it's normal. And of course, he's like, no, they don't like him. It means nothing. It means nothing. It's called
Breathe.
publishing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, no, no. But the thing about indie is, it comes out when you say it does, not when they get around to it,
Mm-hmm.
which sounds terrible. It really isn't. There are, because I've done both. So there are, they're good and bad to everything. It's just like when somebody asks me who my favorite publisher is, I can't, well, the one that doesn't rip you off, but that's a whole nother thing. That's a story for later. But, they all have strengths and they all have weaknesses. So there really is no, personally, I love Tor, but I like Tor because I really love the people I deal with. I liked working at St. Martin's because, again, I really love the people I I dealt with. So it's more the people than it is. But, when you're doing it independently, you don't have anybody to do your covers. And if you're a graphic artist like I am, that's no big thing because a lot of the covers that I have, I did
Right.
anyway. So I'm looking around for one I did. Believe it or not, I don't have one. Did this one. So, I did a lot of my covers, but a lot of them I didn't do. So, but then again, you don't get into cover fights if you're indie. Likewise, if you're not good at marketing, it helps to have that team behind you. So it really is more what you're comfortable doing. If you are very comfortable pushing your books, then you will make a lot of money going independent. But if all you want to do is sit at home and write the books, then you probably want to go traditional. It's really just that
And they're going to
simple.
throw marketing back on you anyway. I
Yeah.
mean, you really are going to have to learn to market. And please, please,
Yeah.
please go through and make sure that it is polished and pretty. An editor, a proofer. We already in indie publishing
Yeah.
have a horrible name because they threw so much out there and people will write a book. I mean, there's a program you can get that will go through and put a whole book together for you and you put your name on it and boom, there you go. Except it doesn't go
Yeah.
through and check for correct punctuation. It doesn't correct for good
Grammar.
dialogue. It
Yeah.
doesn't look. So at least have someone else go through and look at it because indie publishing is even I don't want to be connected to any publishing and I am just because I get that payback quick. But there you go. Just be careful where you are. Look out for vanity publishers. Make sure
Oh, yeah.
you don't pay up front. They really want to do it. They're going to do it through editorial. My first publisher sent me like 11 pages of what do you want your cover to be. And then they just put a cover on it that they wanted, no matter what I asked or answered anyway. So, I mean, they're
Yeah.
like Sherry said, there are good and bad to both of them. And I've been both ways. So yeah, it's just like I like the immediate.
Where having a publisher really helps is, if you want to be Stephanie Meyer, then you need, well, I say that, but look at Colleen Hoover and what she did independently. But most of the huge books that you see, like J.K. Rowling or Stephanie Meyer, those were made by the publishers, and back then, the kind of marketing and such that they
Yeah.
bought as an independent, unless you are independently wealthy, you really can't reach. I won't say you can't. No,
I mean, I guess you
it's
could. It is
harder.
difficult.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, Colleen Hoover, look what she did on TikTok. It's amazing the career she's had, and she did it all herself. So I will never say never. That's my motto. But it's easier to get the if they're really behind it. If they're going to stick you in mid list, and you're probably better off independent. So it really just depends on if they throwing money at you, you better go. That's what I tell my son all the time. I say, no, if they're throwing a big contract at you, son,
Yeah.
don't independent's nice, but go for that
Yep. If you
advance.
can get your foot in the door, you got your agent to go through and get you noticed by big houses. Yep, most definitely.
Yeah.
That's a
Yes.
process, though. I'd rather learn marketing.
Here's a good one. I don't even know how to have I been scammed? No, but I have been ripped off. How about
I was
that?
gonna say, yeah, no.
Yeah, I have not been scammed, but yeah, yeah. I always say there are two things you want to ask me about: publishing and pregnancy, because I'll scare you off of both. Um, yeah, publishers will do some dirty, dirty tricks. Carol, I'm going to let you take this one before I get myself in
It's
trouble
okay.
now on
See,
that.
I've never been scammed because I've gone through and read everything very, very closely. Back when I was getting ready to release the first book, I was on boards, which I guess don't exist anymore.
That was
But
a
they were
minute ago.
authors, a bunch of authors who were there sharing things and talking about stuff. And they're like, the first contract comes your way, then you want to get an entertainment lawyer to go through and do it. I looked up an entertainment lawyer here in town. I never went through and took anything to him, mainly because the publisher wasn't big enough for me to have to worry about arguing over contract. The contract was very straightforward and it was easy to read and there were no loopholes. But you really want to go through and pay attention to what you're doing, or you can get caught into, okay, we're going to handle this percentage of the book, this percentage of it, this percentage of the book, and then you pay us $4,000 to finish it off. And then there you go. So I haven't ever, because I'm not going to go through and push that way, but I'm sure that people have.
I'm going to touch on what you said about an entertainment lawyer because you do hear that bantied around a lot.
Hmm.
I was married to an attorney for 30 years. And I'm from Nashville. Well, I'm from Georgia. Moved to Nashville for 20 years and moved back to Georgia. So, having been around a lot of the entertainment attorneys, really, they know nothing unless they're in New York. They know nothing about publishing, and we are a whole different animal from what they're usually used to see. Most entertainment lawyers are dealing with either movie stuff or music, and it is not the same animal. And as my ex used to say, lawyers are good at breaking contracts, they're not good at making contracts. So if you can get a hold of a literary agent, and a lot of times you can, sometimes, I won't say a lot, sometimes you can negotiate with them to do a contract for a fee for just that one. Most of the time, they're going to want to take 20% for eternity. If you're comfortable with that, you're always, because I got screwed real bad. And again, I was married to an attorney on my first contract, and you don't really want that to happen if that's you. You do not want to be with what happened to me on my first book ever, ever, ever. So yeah, if you and I luckily I had Pesha Rubenstein, who was a pretty big. She was Tanya's agent, actually. She came in and did it for me for a flat fee. She was really kind. So if you can get a literary agent, there are also organizations out there like I know Science Fiction Writers of America. They will look at your contract, I think, either free or for a nominal charge. There are a couple of writing organizations that will offer that service. Please take it to them. Don't, or, the best thing you can ever do for your career, learn the law yourself. Don't trust anybody because things will slip through and nobody will read your contract better than you do. And you really owe it to yourself to know exactly what you're signing and giving away. And the best advice I ever got from any writer was Kathy Maxwell used to be my one of my first critique partners I had in the business. And Kathy, I love her advice. Sign every contract like you were the next Dan Brown. So yeah, assume you're going to be successful and look at worst case scenario. That was a long-winded answer.
It was a good question though, because you have to.
That was
I mean,
a
really, you
question.
have to investigate.
Yeah, no, you really do. I am coming. Yeah, I can't wait to be. It's gonna be no, it'll be warmer than here. It'll still be cold. Are you going to be here? Did we determine?
When is it?
Are you going to be here in February?
I believe so. Oh, wait a minute, no, because that's late in
Oh,
the month, right? That's
huh?
late in the month, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
there's a cruise there.
Well, Nancy and I will miss
I
you.
know I'm gonna miss y'all
We won't
too.
be you off, but we will
Oh,
also be missing.
I hate it.
We will be burning an effigy we call Carol, but we will have a great time staring at the beach without you.
Oh no.
While she's drinking whatever wine, I guess is
There
what
you
she would be
go.
drinking. And I'll be drinking my
She
Starbucks,
will
and we'll
bring her
be
box. It will be okay.
yeah, Alicia, my pleasure, sweetie. I was so glad I was able to get those out. It was, yeah.
Yeah, really, that was cool.
Oh, Tiffany, yay for
I
you,
know,
baby
right?
girl. I know that's always fun.
That's a Merry
Yay, I'm
Christmas
glad.
right there.
Yeah, yes, it is. I remember, yeah, my daddy not being home for
Oh yeah.
Christmas. That's hard on a family. I know you
Oh yeah.
know,
Jim's
Navy.
first deployment when he come
They were
home, the
hard.
Christmas tree was up. I had New Year's, I had Valentine's, I had his birthday, I think, and then we just celebrated them all in February.
Aw, that is
He was gone.
wonderful. Aw. I did not when I did Dark Hunter, just because I knew like New Orleans like the back of my hand, so I didn't really do that. What about you,
Oh
Carol?
no, no, it just comes straight through. But that's kind of cool, though. I do know somebody who designed universes to help out, though.
Oh, that's cool.
That's you.
Oh, me? I did. Okay, sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, never mind. I'm not used to getting credit for anything. It catches me by surprise. What? Somebody said
Yeah,
something nice
really.
about me? What? What?
You
No.
showed me the worlds. I was there. That's too funny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love you.
Oh, well, I was
Ah,
told by publishing companies that they would pay me 10 cents a book and would not pay me until I had earned $10. So I had, okay, interesting. I don't know what publisher you were talking to, Christina, um, because most of them you get paid a percentage of whatever I guess the big publishers, that must have been a small publisher. I've never, one thing I've not done is publish with a small press, but I know that the terms on each publishing contract that I've signed stipulate that, whatever the price is, like, this one is, how much is this one? This one's 12.99. So I get, I think it's 10% of it or 8%. Sometime back in the early days of my career, I got as low as 4%, but I'm pretty sure they quit doing that now. Usually standards around 8 to 10% per book, and that's how you get paid. Now, the thing when they have an advance, you do have to earn back. Like, say you get a $500 advance, which is what I made on my first book. I had to sell enough dollars, enough books at 4.99 at 4%. I can't do that math. I know it was a tiny amount of money, but I had to earn back the $500 before I got any money in royalties. And they still do that. I mean, which is why I tell authors, be careful of the big advances. They're awesome, but you have to earn them back. And if you don't, publishers tend to not want to keep you on as an author because they don't want to lose money. I know there are writers out there who, oh no, they don't mind losing money. No, that's not true. They will cut you loose. So yeah, you don't want to be a loss leader for them. You want to be somebody who's making money. So yeah, that's the fun thing. Carol, what do you want to add to that?
I just had never heard that. That sounds really strange. That just sounds really strange. It's almost like maybe a uh, scholastic publisher or something, something weird. I don't mean the scholastic, like we buy the kids all through school, but
Oh, you mean
um,
like a university press?
yeah, something like that. That sounds kind of oddball. It's not normally the way anybody goes through and writes out any of the. And I've only been with 3 small publishers, and I've never seen that. I mean, they're maybe out there. So
Where do I get the first volume of Sanctuary? If you go to queenandsparrow.com, no, there it is, right there. It's going across right now. No spaces, queenandsparrow.com. You can get
good
it.
timing.
I know, right? You should also be able to order it from pretty much any bookstore. Amazon has it, so it's out there.
Yup, it's a
Oh, God.
good thing.
Hugs to you, Vanessa. Oh, no, it was Kim. Wait, I'll come back to Vanessa. To Kim. Yes, it does. And our hugs and hearts are with you, baby. Back to Vanessa. There are Sanctuary books. They're done by fans.
Right.
They all take place at Sanctuary. Carol is my editor. This is hard to do on my thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
We
the
put them all
fans
together.
fans send them in, and Carol edits them.
Yep. 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 And you don't have Concat that's out there. We're working on another one, so yes, you can join in. Um, We have 2 so far, so yeah. Yes.
Thank you,
Yes.
Carol.
Those are the ones. Yes. Thank you, Carol.
Carol,
You
yes.
got it.
Oh, I have Carol's card for you, by the way. I gotta get it to you
Alrighty.
when it's not too below.
I know, right?
That one is also for you, my
Oh,
dear.
yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, comic edits. We
Oh,
will
that
go
should
through
also, is that not going by?
the form.
I
Huh?
have to
Will there be
find
another
that note.
anthology? Yeah. I'm
Edits.
guessing so long as people still want to read them, then we can go through
Is
and do
that
that.
at Gmail? Conk
Yep.
edits at Gmail?
Comic edits at Gmail.
There we go. I did it. Okay, the reading list I can understand. Born of Rage is actually. Oh no, you're right. That is correct. I wrote them. I was giving you the order they were written in because I wrote them backwards. Today I'm having. Oh, so you're not the only one confused. I'm confused too. That's what happens when you jump ahead and then have to go back.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But
Okay.
that is correct. Well, and the reason I did Born in Blood was because, and I thought it was gonna be a full-length novel. Aha, I have a copy of it right here.
There you
The
go.
reason why it's not, I don't have one of the league books here. Oh, yeah, I do. Here you go. The reason why it looks like this and not that is you didn't know his history. We know everything about Jane pretty much. I mean, they were married when the series started. So trying to go back and, write all of the, it's like, y'all know they end up together. So you got to be, well, in romance you do anyway, but it was like we pretty much told everything. So I didn't want to bore y'all with useless, trivial information. All right, let's get to the pertinent stuff. So yeah, but the next book, the next ebook's going to be much bigger. I promise.
There you go.
Hey, Jackie, I see you, baby girl. You're in. Yay! I'm glad you feel well enough to be here.
Really?
Let's see. Here you go. Another one for you, Carol.
Yes, I have a couple stories in already. So, by all means, league books are welcome. League stories are welcome. I know the same thing. If you have any questions, go get in touch with me at Comic Edits, and I will get them sent right back to you. I'm not traveling this weather. Mama's staying home this year.
I'm traveling in February, but I'm going south
There you go.
where it's warmer,
We'll be getting
much
away from
warmer.
this. I hate it for y'all that are freezing already.
I know.
Just
Oh my
saying.
god. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, no, God. I
there you
like cold. I don't like freezing. There is a difference. When once it starts getting freezing.
yeah.
I'm not as bad as my little brother though. I'm picking on my brother again.
Uh-oh.
So years ago, not that many years ago, but long enough ago, I get this phone call from my brother, and he's like, "I'm in Miami." I'm like, "What are you doing in Miami? You were at work, I don't know, a few hours ago." He's like, "It got cold. It's too cold to work. I'm down here. I'm gonna sit on the beach. You tell me when it gets above freezing. I'll come home."
Oh my gosh. Well, he's somebody else.
I
Okay,
love my
then.
brother. I love my brother, but you could have taken me with you.
Yeah.
I'm
We
just
heard it coming in, and Jim walked in from work the other day, and he was like, okay, we're moving to Key what? And it's got to
Yes,
be below Miami now.
I know, right? Oh my god. Janelle, I could answer that one, but it would be a spoiler. I'm gonna be
Oh,
mean. I know it's Christmas and I'm
okay.
being mean. I'm
Can you answer
sorry.
half of it?
No. It would be a spoiler. Well, yes, I can answer it, but no, I
But you're not gonna. Okay,
yeah.
I got you. Oh my goodness.
Oh, honey, when I first started writing Dark Hunter, they didn't have well, they had computers, but they were the size of a room.
Yeah, exactly. My father worked
And
on them.
yeah, yeah, and, so, yeah, no, they were not always on a computer. First time I don't know if you know this, Carol. First time I ever worked really on computers is when I was doing, civil contracting for the government, and my boss gave me a floppy disk, and he's like, "Okay, you can write Just don't get caught. I had the best boss ever. So that, but then I got home with it and I had nothing. It took me, God, I guess it was 4 or 5 years before I had a computer that could read it again. So it's great while I work for the government. Useless thereafter.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, Deirdre, most of it was stored in my head. The reason it's no longer stored in my head, and I'm making great efforts to put it out there. One was when Hollywood came along and they're like, well, that's great that you know all this, but you know what? We can't call you in the middle of the night when we're working on the screenplay to ask you questions. So, how about you get a timeline and some notes that you can send us? So that was when it wasn't that long ago, what, about 12 years ago that I first
Mhm.
started getting this stuff down.
Started.
Yeah. So most of it was always kept in my head, which is scary when you think about it. Like I said, or those who have come in who didn't hear the earlier thing. I do when I'm working. I have whiteboards set up where if I get a piece of dialogue or, you know, as you're writing a book, and Carol knows this, um, you'll have a tangent that you go off on. And sometimes, and as readers, you notice, we'll set those up and then forget to close them. I will write that tangent down just so that will remember, oh, at some point in the book, I got to go tie up that loose end. So, yeah. Wait, did somebody ask me what's a floppy? Did I see that?
See what?
I'm looking back for it for a minute. Did somebody ask me what is a floppy? I
Yes.
hope they were being.
Was it a floppy floppy?
Oh, yeah, no, it was a floppy. Oh my God. Okay. Side note for a minute. One of the women I worked for, God love her. No, every day, I hate these computers. My work just keeps vanishing. My work keeps vanishing. Well, come to find out, every night before she went home, she stuck it to the side of the computer with a magnet.
No.
Yeah, no,
No,
really,
no.
true story, true story. So, yeah, it was that kind of floppy.
Gee.
Yeah, no, it was a real 5 and a quarter, yeah, black jacketed, yeah,
Oh
floppy.
my gosh.
Okay,
Ugh.
who's responsible for people reading the novels for audio? In my case, the publisher runs all that. I have no control. Carol, you do.
Yep. As an indie, I would have to go through and have auditions to see who would go through and fit, make the decision whether I want a male and a female or just a male read all the way through it, contract them, and then pay them an hour for all that. So yeah, indies works a little bit different. It's more on your shoulders to deal with.
And again, that's another reason indie with traditional, they will always do that. But of course he will. You know, Tori's like, hey, honey, have a Shirley Temple. Now that the cat is
Mm.
out of the bag, Corey will have fun with that.
Yup.
Oh, gosh.
Oh.
Oh, we've all done that.
Mm.
I did that. First Citizen, did you know that? When my hard drive crapped, what, a year ago? Not, yeah, not quite a year ago.
Not quite
Um,
here.
yeah, that's what happened to the draft for First Citizen. I know I need to back up, but I have issues. I have trust issues. But yeah, so that's what happened in my first draft of that one.
Or even if you don't have an old laptop that dies, you can go through and delete a whole novel.
Yes. Oh,
And I didn't know that
yeah.
was possible until
Mm.
I got on the boards and found out it was, and then found out how to recover it. It was still on the computer. I went and found it, but it would disappear from you like, what? And you're like, hello, hello, come back.
I
Mm.
told you I was writing about the bad book I was writing. Bad Bureau of American Defense. It really wasn't bad. It's just a
Right?
book. Anyhow, I told you about what happened in that, right?
No.
Rest of you. Oh, good. You don't know it. They don't know it. Okay.
Yeah, see, this is a
Jack,
new one.
yeah, Jackie and Pam may know this, and Caro. But anyhow, so years ago, I was on deadline because it only happens when you're on deadline. And, having worked in the computer industry, I know backup, and I actually have a redundancy raid. That's a whole nother story. Anyway, this is before I had the raid when I really had very little money. And there's a tiny little nanosecond when everything's wiped off your hard drive and then it rewrites. But I mean, it is like the tiniest measurement of time and so quick that the chances of you losing data are, you know, not going to happen. So I heard a storm outside and we had just moved. And I hit Control S to save my document. That split nano infinitesimal amount of time, the power glitched and it
Just
wiped it.
enough.
Yes, and I sent that hard drive to like 3 different people who are like, "Yeah, no, it's toast. Nope, not even the FBI or CIA could get anything off this." They're like, "You're screwed." So, yeah, that was not fun. And it was due the next day,
Well, of course.
so I had to start over. I did not enjoy that.
Hey, Chloe's here.
Yeah, hey, Chloe, my girl.
Mm-hmm.
So, is Nick coming to a screen soon? Yes. And that goes along with wait. Um, Shelley's asking, can I say the name of the company? It's Shacklady and Mercer, so that's who's got it. And I know nothing because they told me. So
Oh
yeah,
my goodness.
you know, yeah. I wish I could answer, but yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, Kim, you say that. It is when you don't have trust issues. I have trust issues.
Yeah, I hadn't jumped into that. I also won't put anything on a cloud because I'm scared it's going to cloud up and rain. I'm going to have stuff to be gone.
I like that. I'm going to use that. So when I steal that,
That's why my son is like, you can trust it. Yeah, I know. I know. My father worked in computers all my life. Don't even talk to me about trusting a computer.
oh, I know. Oh, Vicky, thank you so much. That is probably the notification I got. I think it was yesterday, and I have not. I tried. Well, as Carol knows, I barely made it into this. I've been running around crazy, so I'm going. That was my goal today, was to go to the PO box and pick that up. I'm hopefully going to make it tomorrow. So thank you, and I have gotten some wonderful presents. So thank you guys. I really do appreciate them, and a lot of cards. And Carol will get her cards shortly. When I see her, I am forwarding them
Yes.
to her.
Thank you
They
for
are
thinking of
safe.
me. Happy
They're
solstice. For now, we are warm and dry.
right. Right now. Your cards are all on Sherry's desk. So
Gotcha.
the other Sherry.
Exactly. Mm.
Oh. Oh no, Chloe. Eek. Ooh. Yeah, that hurts.
Oh, wow.
Mm. One of my favorite stories, bar none. I don't know how many of you remember L.A. Banks, but L.A. Banks and I went way back. I love that girl. We were birthday twins, so it's always kind of sad on my birthday now that she's not here. But anyway, so years ago, I get a phone call from Les, and she's like, "Guess what I'm doing?" I don't know. What are you doing? I'm watching my house burn down. Like, what? She's like, "Yeah, I got my hard drive. I'm lucky. I got the hard drive. It's sitting in my lap." And honey, I want to tell you, I was feeling so sorry for myself. But she lived in West Village. She's like, yeah, And then the firefighters started coming out and they started stripping their gear off. And I looked up to the sky and I said, Lord God above, thank you, thank you, thank you. For this, you can burn my house down any day.
Oh my God, I can see her saying that.
I know, God. I miss her. Oh my God, she was so much fun.
Oh my
Oh,
God. I
he
can
was
see her.
so yeah,
I
he
can
was
see her
so
sitting there holding it and going, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I wanna feel bad for you, but I'm too amused at the moment. Don't be so funny when I do this.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, yes, Monacrobos will be back, and you are gonna learn more and more about him. I'm trying to
Hey.
remember. Okay, because 'cause I'm working on Jaden now. I can't
Oh, okay.
remember. I know he's in Jaden's, but I think there's stuff about him. Or am I getting Ash mixed up? I put him in something I recently worked on. I wanna say it's Queen of All Shadows, but I may be thinking to the Ash book. So, or the Ash and Sticks combo book. I know, don't work on books simultaneously because you're like, wait, did I put that there or there? I'm getting too old for this.
I'm glad you just fell back in the cave again. I'm good.
I'm gonna up my
And they're
ginkgo
probably
a
all good
little.
too.
I'm gonna up the ginkgo because yeah,
There you go. Used to live on that.
yeah,
Couldn't make
yeah,
it. Yes, yes, indeed.
that is
Oh my
true.
goodness.
Back in the day, though, I was so paranoid about losing stuff. I used to print out everything. So if you came into my office, there were it looked like a publishing house. There were stacks of manuscripts all over the place, and I did it at various stages. So I mean, one manuscript I might have printed out, I don't know, 50, 60 different copies of it at every stage. Terrifying, right?
Wow. Oh my gosh. No, I have flash drives that are in other people's homes because three of us can't get hit by a tornado in the same outbreak. I'm hoping that's what I've always relied on. So all three of us
Mhm.
have the same everything, and I switch them out.
I do not have a date yet, Danielle. I am still waiting on it. Hopefully soon. As soon as I know, I swear you will hear me screaming wherever you are. I'll be like, ah, we got it. I'm hoping. I'm hoping they'll give it. Well, right now publishing's closed down. And that's the same for indie versus traditional. If you're traditional from basically Thanksgiving until February, nothing much goes on in publishing. They do a little bit of stuff, but not really. They're all on holiday, which they're allowed because they work really hard. But yeah, no, I'm not. That's what I keep telling Maddie when he's like, "How are they ever going to get mad to me on my book?" I'm like, "They're on holiday, sweetheart. We got Christmas in 3 days. A week later, we
Um,
got this thing I like to
just breathe.
call New Year's."
Just breathe. It's okay.
I know, right? Just
Um,
relax.
there you
All the
go.
best I
It's
can
gonna
do,
happen.
right?
Mm-hmm.
No, we do
Yep.
this
See.
all the time, actually.
Yeah.
And
Because I always have so many questions.
yeah, and not once a week. We're here once a week. We can answer them there, but once a month we're also at GRW. Usually, not always. So
Right.
we do. Yeah, any conference, whatever, come up with.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I used to have this because I was IT. I'm actually, for those who don't know, I'm a certified Microsoft system engineer. Um, and I had all that too, but one night when we're at our next conference together, Chloe, I'll tell you the story of what happened and why I don't have that anymore. Carol knows. That's why she's laughing. Hey, baby girl, you got it.
Yeah, really.
You got
Pretty
it.
good.
Tell me because you're the one who works outside the home. I don't. So,
Yeah,
yes.
and call me earlier because I have to drive.
I sent you an invite so you could participate, girl.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow.
I, if I answer that though, there may be a spoiler. That's why I can't really go there. I will say he's much, 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 much older than Asheron. I'm gonna leave it at that. He's been around for a minute.
That was a cool question.
I know, right? I would gladly love to come to Ottawa, but not in the winter. I love Canada, but not in the winter. I don't want to be again. I like it cold. I don't like freezing.
Right. We'd love cool.
I know.
We don't
I
love
wish
16 layers.
that is true. Chloe, they moved it. It's in October when we're doing books and barbecue. No, wait, not books and barbecue. No, when did they move
No,
it to?
you're
They moved
kidding.
it. No, they moved it on top of something. It's not books and barbecue. They moved the date. They nailed. Oh wait, no, I think it's when we're doing Tish's Puff. Well, okay, Chloe, when is VLC? And then I can tell you what we're doing. I need a direct link to
June
my
1st or
brain.
4th. over
Yeah,
Puff.
that's tough. Yeah, that I knew there was
Oh,
something like,
man.
yeah, she moved it right then. Why? Because we were already obligated to go, both of us, so not this year. Next
Exactly.
or 2020, God, we're all 2023 is almost here. 2024.
What's
Okay.
2024?
Oh, we'll go in 2024, provided it doesn't land on top of another
They don't
obligation.
move. Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah. I
Carol,
wonder
any
why she went.
advice? Oh, sorry.
No, I just wonder why she went through and moved it around.
I
Lord.
I get it was when she could get the hotel.
Oh, gotcha. Uh,
That went down wrong. Carol, answer that question while I choke for a minute.
um, for a young and a nervous author, right? You're not that far out of school if you're young, so you should be able to still go through and put a paragraph together. Even if you can't just free write it, um, and then have somebody that won't absolutely stomp all over your feelings read it, but they can go through and tell you how things are. If you want to write short stories, that gives you a sense of accomplishment in just a couple pages. Go through and work at getting the whole story out, getting your characters developed, getting dialogue, and then boom, before you know it, there you are. So sit down, write, but have somebody kind of on your side as a cheerleader to go through and kind of help you out with that one.
What she said.
Because writing feeds itself.
As I
Writing feeds
spoke to
itself.
them. Well, and the other thing is don't be yeah, I go through this with both because I have two, one's aspiring and one's published authors in my home. And well, actually technically Ian's published too. He just won't admit it. But don't be nervous. I mean, I hate to say you're going to get kicked, but we all do. Hand it to your brother or sister. If you're an only child, I'm very sorry. Hand it to a cousin, maybe. Somebody who will not take your feelings into consideration. I know that sounds harsh, but they're
Yeah.
gonna unload on you and they're gonna break you in. And once you can learn to stand up to them and go, "Well, you're just stupid," you're gonna be a great writer.
Even an English
Because
teacher.
yeah, even somebody who is not gonna take mercy on you. That's who you want to read just because it'll break in your feelings. I hate to
I
say
don't know, the
it.
second time, if you're already nervous, maybe have somebody to cheerlead you and
Or
then hand it to
hand it
somebody
to
who's
your
gonna.
mom. Or your grandma, somebody who loves you a lot to go, "That's awesome." Of course, I do
Yep.
that to my kids, and they don't believe me. So, yeah, you need 2 sets of people in your life. You need those who are going to prop you up and those who are going to like Kathy Maxwell used to do to me. She had this yellow marker. Unnecessary, unnecessary, unnecessary. We all need a Kathy Max in our lives. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
she
Nancy
made
did
me
that to
much
me.
stronger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It's
makes you
all
a
flat. You
stronger
know what
writer.
the problem is? You don't write with any emotions. Why don't you add all of the senses in there?
Oh, that was Ricky Mallory, who writes with Mallory Kane.
Oh,
"Deeper,
really?
deeper, deeper. What is wrong with you? Go deeper." Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you need
She
one of
wrote in
those in your
purple.
corner, sure for sure.
Exactly. So, yeah, yeah.
Ah.
I cannot. I'm horrible. Carol, can you give away
Okay.
these spoilers? No, you're nothing. You're not
What?
gonna give a spoiler?
Spoiler? I don't have any spoilers. I'm
Spoiler.
not looking for your spoilers because they're following along with everything you got going on. And then, it's like, how old is Avatar? There's a spoiler.
Ooh.
So I'm sure that's where they went through and looked at all that kind of thing. So that would be okay. I don't know that I have any spoilers other than these two people have finally gotten it together. It's not the end of the world. So um, Derek is doing what he
Oh,
can to understand things, um, and Sonoya
oh, no,
is
I
seriously trying to go through and get
accidentally
with him. What you got?
oh, no, I accidentally blocked Chloe. Oh, no. How do I get her back? How do I get her back? I didn't mean to do that. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
no. I've got to tell her I'm sorry. I don't know how. Oh no. I'm trying to let you back in.
Oops.
She
Oh
was
my
2.
goodness.
We have bad people here.
Yes. Not Chloe.
Yeah, we do. I'm still being hounded by monsters, so I'm trying to get her back in. How do I unblock her?
I
No.
don't
How do I do
know.
Oh, this is terrible. No. Oh my god. Oh no. I feel so terrible. It's the holidays and I
Oh,
blocked one
it's
of our
okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh my gosh. Anybody who
Yep.
can get a hold of Chloe, tell her I'm sorry. We're gonna figure this out. Oh no.
With rain and snow at the same time. I'm waiting for the wind to kick. I can hear it pouring outside right now.
I know, I'm still trying to figure this out. Keep talking, keep
Trying to do it.
talking.
I'm trying to
I'm
look
trying to
for.
figure this out over here. My control plant panel is not
Yeah. Any chance you're doing more reprints of the League series, like Born of Ice or Born of Fire? Not know really what that's about.
fire. Oh, they're
Reprints.
out. Born of Fire is still in print.
Okay.
That's what I'm confused. I'm like, but
That's
their
what I
book's
was
still in.
thinking.
Yeah, no, they're not. That's easy.
Oh. Hmm.
I'm gonna let you answer this one.
I have no clue. I don't. I've met one literary agent. Um, she worked for a literary representative company, and she was sweet. Um, but we really didn't get into how you go. I don't know if there's school. I don't know. I mean, I know they're really good editors, and they would go through and help you polish what you got going on. But I don't know beyond there how you would become a literary agent. I mean, if, I
Okay,
guess
I
you.
can. Well, I can answer this question.
Oh, good.
It's not hard. It's really not hard. You just put up a website and get yourself really stationary and
Seriously?
start calling yourself. Yeah, no, really, no. This is why you got to be careful. Remember, I've been in this business a long time. Anybody can call themselves a literary agent. The question is, are you going to be good at it? Usually, the best agents tend to come out of publishing. Their former it's interesting. Agents tend to be editors, or editors go off to become agents. They do have like an author's agent representative, whatever it is, um, in New York. You definitely want to subscribe to that, and they'll tell you more. But you need to learn publishing law, and you have to build your relationship with the publishers, which is why most of the agents tend to be former editors. You really need to network more so than a writer because it's just not an easy thing to do if you want to do it well. You really, really need to understand contracts. What is boilerplate? What isn't? Boilerplate is things in a contract that will not ever be negotiated and that a publisher is never going to give to anybody. Even believe it or not, there are terms in the contract. J.K. Rowling, Nora Roberts, etc., cannot get negotiated. They're not going to let you do it. But likewise, there are terms that they lay out for those people that are special. You need to find out what those terms are, and really the only way to do that is to apprentice with another agency.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, Deirdre, tell her I'm sorry. I'm trying to get her back in. Tell her, tell her I didn't mean it. I'm gonna figure this out. I probably will have to do it once we're out of time. And
Oh my goodness.
I
Okay.
did not do that on purpose. Uh, well, they do kind of see each other now. Um, it's not in person, but which is the question? Will they see in person someday? That's going to be tricky. I'm still trying to work out that loophole. Things you do when you're 18 that seem like a really good idea. Yeah. Okay. Oh, good. Chloe can hear me. She just can't comment. I'm so sorry. Chloe Wren is an awesome author. I will get you back in here, honey. Unfortunately, I was blocking somebody else who was being horrible, and
Oh
it
my
the
goodness.
thing clicked to the wrong. I got them, but I got you too, and you're an innocent bystander. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I feel terrible. Merry Christmas, Chloe. Oh my, yeah, yeah, or happy solstice. I'm not sure.
Jax, I was wearing my
Terrible.
humbug shirt yesterday. I'm so over it today. But I'm still gonna go out shopping Christmas Eve. Oh.
Oh, here we go. We do. Born of Fire is out in hardback. Um,
Ah,
I got to get permission to do the rest, but I'm hoping to be able to do Born of Ice, but I got to get through all the Ash and Sticks books first. So,
wow.
yeah.
Okay.
This may be a spoiler if you've read Nick. What? Nick, I don't know. I'm afraid to give a spoiler. It's a difficult question. He has more than is currently represented in the Dark Hunter series. But if you read Chronicles of Nick, you know he has more than what we've seen in Dark Hunter. There, how was that for a spoiler?
There
Did
you
I
go. I
avoid it?
think that kind of covered it without. Uh-huh.
Simi's not talking to me. She may never speak to me again.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
No, actually, that's not true. I had red hair. Carol, I showed proof to because she didn't believe me. I am a natural jet black. I mean, blue black. My hair is black as it can, as an ink
Yep, like the family.
blotter. Yeah, so like this behind me or
Yeah.
this that I'm wearing.
Yeah.
She did not believe me when she saw it. She was like, "Holy cow, you really were."
Yeah,
Yeah,
really.
you're on my baby. But at the time I started writing um, Dark Hunter and well, in League I was black-headed, but when I started with Simi and all, I was redheaded. When did I start doing my hair red? I think it was my first year of college is when I went red, and I stayed red for a very, very, very long time. And so I've gone back to it. So Simi was talking to me originally with the red hair. If you go back and look on, aha, I have red hair here. So yeah, yeah. If you look at the original Dark Hunter books, I'm redheaded. That's why I keep books nearby.
Well, there you
Look,
go.
show it. Yeah. Oh
Really,
wait,
y'all,
I
she's
was not
sitting
showing
at a
it.
6 foot table. No lie.
Yeah, that's true. I am. I really am. This is true.
So she keeps grabbing
Ah,
things
thank
and
you,
looking
dear.
around.
Looks like I'm gonna have to go to Facebook and unblock her. I am so sorry, Chloe. I'm sorry. I love you. I love you so much. I feel like dirt.
Oh, poor Chloe.
I know. My favorite thing about the holidays is family. For me, it's always going to be family and friends.
Yep.
I would say my birthday, but I always get shafted on my
So you were not
presents.
thrilled about the birthday.
And don't share your birthday with Jesus. It's just not. It just doesn't work. Yeah, he
I get
just don't want to do
engaged
that.
Christmas. That's not the worst.
Well, I did not. So, and for me, it actually was the worst. Wish I could go
That's
back. Would not have happened.
the one day that I
So,
remember. I got that. Christmas, I got engaged.
yeah. Aw. The only thing I love you.
Oh, yep, exactly.
Oh my god. I love you.
There
Oh my god. Oh, I'm
you
sorry.
go.
I'm
Read the
reading.
question.
Hello.
What you
You want
got?
me to talk? Hey.
Oh.
Thank you, baby.
Hmm.
Yeah, we will. Because next year, believe it or not, is the 30th anniversary of when the first League novel was published. I wrote the first short story in 1978, which is terrifying for me to think about now. I'm old as dirt.
Wow.
But The first Dark Hunter, the first League novel was published in 1993. So next year, I'd like to do. I really would like to have Born of Ice, but unfortunately, I've got other things. But if I could do that as like a special anniversary edition, it'd be so awesome because that is the 20th, no, 30th. Oh my God, I'm in denial. I'm not
You're
this
in
old. I'm not
numbers.
this old.
Just blame it
The
on numbers. Don't do the
30th
denial.
anniversary, yeah, right. The 30th anniversary of when that novel was first published. So I think it would be a really cool thing to do that. Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. That would be kind of cool.
This is why I love Chloe right there. Ah. That's why I love Miss Red.
Oh.
So amazing. She's so amazing. Yeah. Aw.
Oh wow.
Yeah, mine wasn't born yet. That's even more terrifying. Mine wasn't born. None of mine were born. Which is why, if y'all noticed, I had to go back and change the bad guy's name because it ended up being my son's name. It's like, no, I can't have this. In the 2009 edition, I changed Daddy's name. I'm like, it cannot be the same as my son. He will never forgive me. I lost that battle on the naming.
There you go.
But yeah, yes, we will. We are going. Actually, I was playing around with because I got an invitation, which I haven't even told Carol yet, to do another anthology, and I may write that story, a story about Thea. I haven't decided yet, so
Okay. Still something up in the air.
I know. Would you believe it has now been over an hour?
No.
Yes, not counting the 20 minutes I spent.
We were doing this
But
not live. We're catching up.
we did the really great holiday greetings that none of you got to see because I forgot to hit the button at the top.
So we were like, well, it's bad weather across the nation and everybody's with
I know, it's like,
family and
I think we scared them all away. Nobody wants to come out. It's Christmas shopping. That's where they are.
exactly. It was a thing. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
I know, right?
So yeah, that was our first bunch. So
But then you
anyway,
said,
everybody, a cool Yule if it applies. Merry Christmas. We will
Happy
see
Kwanzaa,
y'all
Happy
hopefully
Hanukkah. Yes.
next
Happy
week.
holidays. We love all of you. And
Yes,
we're
we
so glad y'all
do.
come and chat with us every
Yeah,
week.
y'all just don't know
We're
how
here.
sometimes it brightens up our day.
Oh God, you know I do, especially after the day I've had.
I know,
Oh,
right?
no, but
Thank
we
y'all for
love you
taking
guys.
time and joining us.
Absolutely, especially in the chaos that's
Oh
going on
yeah,
right now.
yeah,
Between weather and the shopping. I had to go out earlier today.
yeah.
I'm still
You
traumatized.
said
Just
no, you weren't going to do that.
I had to. I had to. I
Oh my
know. My cello
goodness.
was busted. We had to go take my cello there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, look at you.
Being happy
I did
face.
not go
I
out
know.
today. I went through and beyond my computer screen is nothing but a jungle of all the plants that I had to save out of the yard because 17 degrees not going to be happy with him.
That is I need to confess. You know the plate you gave me? Yeah, it got
It probably
frosted.
died.
I kept it alive. I've never kept a plant
For
alive so
years.
long.
It was okay.
Good. I was amazed how long I kept that thing up. But no, I forgot to get it in the last time it froze,
Yeah,
and I have had
42
guilt.
degrees. That was,
Oh, no.
they
I
have a
went out there and was
cutoff.
like, live for me," with a blow dart. Come back to life. I can't
No,
tell
they like
Carol, I
breeze
killed
even
it.
less. That sucks all the moisture out of all the leaves. I'm just
I
hoping nothing
know.
crawls out of any of them tonight when it thaws out. It'll be
Oh,
interesting.
Peter.
It's always
Hey,
interesting. What can I say?
that is very true. Well, we love you
We
guys
gotta go,
very much.
guys.
I'm gonna go figure out how
Thank
to
you.
unblock this friend.
Yeah.
So,
Mwah. See y'all next week if she remembers the button.
absolutely. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. You guys take care.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.